Hey, is this thing on? Is this thing on?
No.
Oh.
Yes,
Hey.
it is.
Hey.
Clang, 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 clang.
Clang, clang, clang.
Hello and welcome to
Hey.
another episode of King Leo D&D. This one is our third session in what we're calling Grayhawk's Heroes, as we're going through the recommended adventures in the 2024 Dungeon Master's Guide. We just finished the Fouled Stream, and we're in the limbo of reporting back to the guild about how that went and getting prepped for our next quest. Before we get there, I'd like to take a moment to thank our fantasy sponsor, Gilded Goose Goods. That's right, whether you're a battle-hardened warrior, sneaky rogue, or just some guy who wandered into a dungeon by accident, Gilded Goose Goods has everything you need. And they also have a new product in which Steven has never seen the script before, but he just received. So Steven, could you pitch and launch this new product by Gilded Goose Goods?
Oh, boy howdy can I. When the old won't budge, give him a nudge with the OK Boomerang. Tired of stubborn elders ignoring your every suggestion? Do you have a wise old wizard in the party who insists things were better back in my day? Well, worry no more, because the OK Boomerang is here. Forged in the fires of generational frustration, this enchanted boomerang automatically returns to your hand and delivers a perfectly timed OK Boomer upon impact. That's right. Just throw, watch it smack some sense into them, and listen as it delivers a patronizing sigh before zipping right back to you. But don't take our word for it. Just ask one of our satisfied customers. Before I had the OK Boomerang, my party's ancient cleric would spend every short rest telling us about the good old days, when healing spells actually meant something. One well-placed toss, and now he just mutters into his beard and quietly reads his spellbook. Best magic item I've ever bought, says Darian the Rogue. Side effects may include unsolicited stories about walking uphill both ways to wizard school, complaints about kids these days using too many cantrips, and sudden references to long-forgotten wars. Order now and we'll throw in the deluxe edition, pre-enchanted with a magical eye roll. Back in my day, magic was real magic. Okay, Boomer. Respect your elders, maybe later. Okay, Boomerang.
Best one so far, for sure.
Get your Boomerang by the Gilded Goose Goods. Alrighty. Thank you, Steven, and thank you with our good friend and contact, Trout Hankman at the Gilded Goose. Alright, speaking of Hank Troutman, let's recap session 2. Adventurers, gather around for yet another thrilling installment of your ongoing saga as recorded and evaluated by yours truly, Hank Troutman, Grayhawk Guild Evaluator Extraordinaire. The tale of the corrupted bear and the power of friendship. Our journey continued as we ventured deeper into the blighted wilds, where we came across the most unfortunate creature, a massive bear, its body wrecked with fungal corruption. The noble Eljo Stormander wasted no time in administering the antidote, proving that sheer brawn is not his only skill, but also singing about sheer brown bear. His deep connection to nature shone brightly. Before our very eyes, the bear was freed from its parasitic torment and lumbered off, a testament to the party's compassion and problem-solving skills. Duly noted. Truly heartwarming. In the depths, Bat Country. With the bear saved, we pressed onward into the darkened cavern where, in an act of tactical caution or perhaps reckless curiosity, the party crept forward, attempting to remain undetected. A noble effort. However, the denizens of the cave, a swarm of sturges, nasty, bloated, blood-sucking bat things, were nonetheless disturbed. They descended upon us in a frenzy, attempting to drain us like poorly sealed wineskins. But through quick thinking and sharper blades, we emerged victorious, if slightly lightheaded. However, in the midst of that combat, there was a psychic horror. No sooner had we caught our breath than the next horror slithered forward, this gray ooze. But not just any mindless sludge. Oh no, this horrid thing pulsed with psychic energy, lashing out at our very minds with waves of debilitating agony. I did not sign up for brain damage. The battle was dire. Weapons sizzled against its acidic body, and thoughts were scrambled like morning eggs. Yet, through the pain, one warrior rose to meet the challenge. With a thunderous smite, the ever-dramatic Finn Stormander. Did I get names mixed up earlier? I think it's... Finn struck down the ooze with all the righteous fury of his oath, obliterating it in one final magnificent blow, critically effective. An unexpected reward, the gift of the Ent. Emerging victorious, we reconnected with our arborous ally, that big, friendly oak. Still capitalized, still respected. Grateful for our efforts, the noble tree bestowed upon us a staff of nature's blessing, a token of our own growing bond with the land, a rare honor indeed. Triumphant return to Grayhawk. With our minds battered but our spirits high, we returned home, our mission completed, our reputation growing, and most importantly, our wallets soon to be heavier with coin. But I ask you, dear adventurers, is it truly the gold that makes this journey worthwhile? Yes, but also personal growth, that too, I'm sure. Final evaluations. Teamwork, improved. Coordination in combat is sharpening, and strategic use of abilities is becoming more apparent. Combat, most impressive. The ooze was a true test, and Finn's smiting finale was perfection. Exploration, curious and careful. The party learned a lot about the world and the corruption. So with that, the sturdy doors of the guild hall swing open as you step inside. Have stepped inside. Let's say that that recap was just given to Orin. The scent of burning wood and fresh parchment greeting you. The warm glow of lanterns casting flickering shadows over the adventurers scattered throughout this main hall. Some celebrating victories, others nursing some wounds. Orin Goldleaf sits in his usual post, arms crossed, watching you with keen eyes. Hank Troutman, notepad in hand, straightens his glasses as he then gives this elaborate description of everything that just happened. I am good and happy to see you back in one piece. Usually, that is a good sign. Now tell me, what exactly was the source that was tainting the stream?
Teddy?
Well, you see in these vials, I have this gray ooze. And that is exactly what was tainting that river. Once we killed the gray ooze and put the acorn into the river, all the nastiness that was the gray ooze that once was in the river is now gone and is freed up the entire forest.
Ugh, thinking slime. That's just unnatural. You're lucky it didn't eat your brains. Ugh.
It almost did.
Good to see you emerge victorious. Twig blights, sturges, sickly beasts, and ooze. Seems like you had a proper infestation on your hands. So then, did you purify the water, or should we send a troop to do that now?
We did. We purified the water. We used a magical acorn given to us by a friendly Ent.
Amazing. Good, good, good. The villagers owe you for their drinking water, and if they're smart, they will remember that. Okay. How did you handle yourselves? Any close calls?
I nearly
Dried
died.
blood on
Yeah,
their face.
dried blood. I nearly died, but on the other side of it, I did learn how to, and I produce a rose. Stop and smell the roses.
Aha! Great positivity in the face of pain and chaos. Survival is a learning process. Just make sure you actually learn before your next job.
I'll try my best.
Lady Mio is going to step forward and she's going to turn to her party and say, "It was my careless stumbling that alerted the Sturgis to us. I am filled with shame. Please accept my apologies." And she's going to bow.
I bow in return.
My lady! You merely encouraged our bravery.
You
They-
are very kind.
They demonstrated adequate combat prowess and adaptability. Tactical decision making showed a lot of promise. Their efficiency and threat elimination was commendable. And then Orin, after hearing that and seeing you all respond after the end of this, leans forward, reaching into a drawer. He pulls out a heavy pouch and he tosses forward on the table in front of you some amount of gold, but whoever would want to grab it can. You will take the gold then, and as you lift it up and shake it around a bit, it's about 300 gold pieces.
In this economy?
Seriously. Eating like kings.
In every economy.
Wow.
Well, with that, you will be honorary members of this guild.
Huzzah.
If you need some time, maybe, when we reconvene after you take a break, maybe spend some of that money, come up with a name to put yourself on the bill and the boards so that we can assign you some jobs.
Well,
Now Pokemon up to level 20 will listen to our commands.
Before you go, I have one other gift to give before you go, and spend that and prepare for your next job and rest up. It looks like you could clean your face up a little.
Thank you.
Because you all have done such a good job, and he does seem really impressed by the work that you've done after hearing Hank's evaluation and everything. He flips over one more silver coin, and on it he shows a symbol of Grayhawk's heroes on one side for the guild, and then the other side just has a little like scribbling of some text with a little like X mark on it as well. Call it a token of my approval. I don't give these to just anyone. Might not seem like much, but in the right moment, it can make the difference between a lucky break and a fatal mistake. And what you can do with Orin's lucky coin is once per long rest, before you make an attack roll, ability check, or a saving throw, you can flip the lucky coin. And if it's heads, the side with the icon of the guild on it, if it lands on that side, you will get that check with advantage. If it lands on the other side, it's nothing, it's fine. But you just once a day get a 50% chance to get advantage on that particular check. So that is a magical item that somebody can claim to have.
It's on ability checks.
Attack rolls, ability checks, or saving throws. What is called a D20 test in the new book, but it's any D20 roll. Bing! Who would like to claim the lucky coin?
I'm too busy with my flowers.
I'll take it. I'm too busy with my flowers.
Just ask them.
Alright, it's yours. Done.
Is it an attune item or no?
No.
Okay, cool. So we can pass it around whenever anyone needs it.
Yes.
Not me. I'm too busy with my flowers.
Great.
Thought I was clear.
Not this guy.
That's a boundary.
What if you need to do a check
healthy.
to take care of your flowers?
That's really good.
It might be very important.
Each areas is a good point.
With that, we can go ahead and
That's a
take a long rest, and we can level up to level 2.
Yay!
After a very eventful day.
I am leveling up to level 2 right now.
Cool. We are, for the most part, manually rolling health, and then we're using all classes from the 2024 Player's Handbook, and so we've got some new abilities and stuff to talk through and walk through. Starting with Eljo, if you all can each just talk about your class and what you're getting at level 2.
Yes, so I am a druid, and so as a druid at level 2, I gain the wild shape ability, which basically means that I can turn into an aminal. I can turn up into 4 animals of a certain challenge rating. The 4 animals that I have decided to be able to turn into at this time are a cat, a deer, a frog, and an ox.
Whoa.
Nice.
And that is really about it. I got some hit points, so I was at 10, now I'm at 19.
Nice.
Wow.
I got to add a spell,
That's a lot.
and so I added Thunder Wave, which is a very powerful, shocking spell.
Imagine an ox walking up to your front door and just exploding in
Yes,
thunder.
exactly.
Yeah. I don't know if you can cast spells while wild shaped. I don't think so.
Depends if you're moon. I
It seems
believe.
like if it was a concentration spell, it stays if I become an animal, but I can't
yes.
cast spells as an
Cool,
animal.
cool, cool. Alright. Solo.
I am a artificer, and when I leveled up, I got the ability to infuse. I already had the ability to infuse, but I got 4 new infusion choices. The first of those is Enhanced Weapon, where I can grant a weapon a bonus attack, plus 1 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with it.
Cool.
Returning Weapon, so somebody can throw a weapon, it gets 1 bonus attack, and it turns into a ranged attack, and it'll come back. So if you wanted to throw your katana, you could do it, and then it would come back to you.
Cool.
Pretty cool. And then Homunculus Servant, which is, I have to read up on more, but it's like a weird friend. What did you say it was?
Familiar.
A familiar.
Weird friend.
It's like a weird friend.
Friend follows you around.
Yes. Yeah.
Just elementary
cool.
school.
It's
like,
your
really-
familiar.
Yep, it's my familiar. And then I got Enhanced Arcane Focus, which 1 bonus to spell attack rolls, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And then I got 1 more spell, and I went with False Life,
Nice.
which is just temporary hit points.
Nice.
Pretty cool.
Mhm.
I did something crazy.
Well,
Instead of leveling up Paladin, I have joined the Warlocks.
Mhm.
So I'm
Oh.
a Warlock now. That means I have a patron later, but for now, I took Eldritch Blast, of course.
Mhm.
I have Hex, of course.
Mhm,
And I took Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Nice.
How exciting.
There we go.
And then Impacted the Blade. So, pretty cool.
mhm.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Pretty cool.
Impacted the Blade
That's
is
pretty cool.
basically what I've been doing anyways with True Strike, but
Mhm.
we're gonna see if I can figure something out.
very
Yeah.
Are you need?
Okay, so I am a fighter class, and for level 2, I get 2 things. Number 1, action surge, which means that I can push myself beyond my normal limits for a moment. It basically means that I can take 1 additional action each turn, which is great. But I can only do it, I think, twice.
But yeah, but I think it refreshes on a short rest.
Yeah, it refreshes on a short rest.
You get 2 action surges?
I think so.
Wow.
Yeah. And then I also get Tactical Mind, which I have an ability called Second Wind, which as a bonus action I can regain 1d10 hit points plus my level. Like I focus and can just
Wow.
regain health. And Tactical Mind allows me to expend a use of Second Wind. I get 2 uses of those per long rest. It allows me to expend it instead. If I fail an ability check, I can expend Second Wind to roll 1d10 and add it to the ability check.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love that.
Essentially.
I love that move.
Yeah.
The adjustment was really good with the new rules.
So I am now a human wizard too.
I leveled up 1 extra human level.
Level 2
I'm
human.
a level 2 human. I gained I'm now an Arcana Scholar. I also, based on our long rest, I have Heroic Inspiration. I picked up the Ice Knife as well. It explodes on impact. It also explodes regardless if it hits or not.
Yeah.
So
It's a good.
I
There you
use
go.
it sparingly. So
Yeah.
not very good at aim.
That's a spell?
That is a
Yeah.
A
spell.
long range spell?
It's like
Cool.
Ice Knife's cool.
60 feet.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
what I picked up.
And I think the Arcana thing that you took is expertise in Arcana. Is
Yes.
that right? Which means you get double your proficiency bonus on Arcana. Which means you're super, super good at knowing the smart magical things.
Nerd.
Whoa.
Hey, whoa. I am a nerd.
It's okay.
Sweet. So that's our
I get
level
to
up.
be the group jock.
That's our level up. Y'all take those abilities, you increase your health, and during your long rest, that all happens. And then, in the start of the next day, with your plan to then spend some of this 300 gold, will get us kick-started at the guild storefront. And so this wiry half-elf leans forward. Her name is Varlo, and she sees you all come in. If you've got coin, we've got well-sourced goods. And as you step forward, you can see shelves across the room with a lot of different things going on here. And so as she grins and she starts to rub her hands together, looking at you, refunding maybe the guild with some money, but then them giving you all some more equipment. Adventurers, my favorite kind of customers. Too much gold, not enough sense. You know what I mean? Let's go. Welcome to the Guild of Guild. Let's get you spending. And so I'm going to list off some things. So maybe if I list something off that you're interested in, you can like jot it down really quick, and then you all can chat about how you're actually going to spend the 300 gold. So one thing that's on here is a +1 dagger for 100 gold. There's a +1 shield for 150 gold. Studded leather armor for 45 gold. Mithril chain shirt for 200 gold. Potion of healing for 50 gold. Potion of climbing, 75 gold. Potion of fire breath, 150 gold. Potion of water breathing, 100 gold. Alchemist's fire, 50 gold. And then some trinkets and oddities. We've got the bag of holding. Holds up to 500 pounds of gear magically within this little bag. 250 gold. A drift globe. It's a floating magical light source around you. You don't have to hold it or anything. It's 150 gold. Something called Perfume of Bewitching for 50 gold. It gives advantage on charisma checks for 1 hour. Rope of climbing, 200 gold. It's a 60-foot rope that in and itself can tie itself and hold up to 3,000 pounds, so it does a lot of that work for you. And then sending stones. These are like magical walkie-talkies that let you talk with somebody else telepathically. One pair of those for 200 gold. If you need any of that repeated, let me know. And then if there's stuff you're interested in, discuss with your party how you might spend this 300.
How much was the rope of climbing?
That was what I was thinking of too.
200 gold.
Be useful.
What do you
No, it's also useful for climbing, being, and then I turn into a cat. A cat. I can still talk when I'm my animal. I check.
Being a.
Yeah. Being.
Good kitty. Good kitty.
And then I become a person again.
Good kitty. Good kitty.
No, but in all seriousness, the sending stones are quite useful for communication. I've experienced them before while out in the field, and they're quite nice.
I agree.
I think I have
250. 200?
Oh, I thought they were
200.
200.
Wait, I have vials I could sell.
Vials
Can I
like
sell
Grey
those?
Goo?
Yeah.
You could sell those vials of Grey Goo.
How many of those do I have?
You have 2.
Priceless, really.
I hold up one. I say,
Mm-hmm.
"What would you give me for some Grey Goo?" Now this isn't any ordinary Grey Goo.
I'm glad.
Literally, it nearly killed me.
It's magical.
And then she takes it and looks it over. Very useful. I'm sure I could hook up something with this. One of these I would do 25 gold.
Best I can do is 25.
Great haggler.
What would you say to 50?
I'd say you better have a second bottle.
What would you say to 35?
Make a charisma check. Do a persuasion check.
You should let me do the talking.
I've turned into a cat and I'm purring.
Yeah.
Is that
Can I
D20?
help?
What would you say to help?
I would lean up next to him and like give her like a really debonair smile. Like
Sure, you can do a persuasion check as well.
If I said it wasn't a 5.
Better hope that wink from your pal there.
should I take it or should I not? How did it go out of the whole dice thing? That's my question. Staying here. Oh my god.
Well, 25 gold it is.
1 plus. I believe I have a plus like.
Well, and that one on a skill check is on a fail. So, yeah. She just crosses her arms.
Plus 5.
25 gold.
You drive a hard bargain. But I will say, I will sell you one bottle of this.
Done.
Goopity goop.
Ooh. Lovely.
So you have 325 gold at this point.
Bing, bada, boom.
Plus, some of you guys probably have some starting gold.
Oh, that's true. I think
I'd assume everyone got some starting gold, unless you did something.
I'm digging around in my pockets to kind of see. I'm pulling out ink and ink pens and books and parchment paper.
Hurling it on the ground.
We're doing encumbrance, right?
No, we're not using it.
Okay, so bag of holding.
Pull out 13 extra gold and I say, "Look, I found gold."
Lady Mia puts 11 gold on the table.
I mean, the sending stones could be good if we ever get separated.
I agree.
I think sending stones is the responsible choice.
Now I did pick up a little spell in my time at the academy. I am able to telepathically talk to people.
Just to be able to see them.
Is it a
Now
spell?
that is a great.
Yeah, you do. It's called, and it's message.
I do have to say,
So you can,
just getting word.
you can message. Is it a spell slot?
Yeah, it's at will.
It's a cantrip.
It's a cantrip.
Cantrip,
Okay,
yes.
so you have basically a sending stone, but only within.
Which is still helpful.
Still
Yeah.
good.
I
You
think
can
sandstone
cast
would
the
be good.
spell through solid objects if you're familiar with the target and you know it is beyond that barrier as well.
Huh.
Okay, so that would.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
that's
you
fine
can
then.
point at somebody and they can responds to you.
Okay.
I'm sorry. You as a cat heard that in your head.
Yeah. So that would be like having 2 pairs of sending stones, really.
How much armor does the leather armor add?
It's like studded, you
The
said?
studded leather armor is.
Should be a
Some of them
slight
was too
upgrade.
fast.
Do you have the stones?
No.
Stones
It's
were-
not studded leather armor.
The
It's a
sending stones were
stud
200.
in leather armor.
It is your armor class starts at 12 plus your dexterity modifier.
We can ask. This was I think 15.
What about that chain? You said mithril chain?
What is alchemist fire?
Alchemist fire
It's like
is
napalm.
It does fire damage after it's thrown at a particular thing and causes fire. I think it's just supposed to be a chain shirt. Whatever.
Just like medium armor. Does anyone wear medium armor? Do you wear
My armor class is
I
10.
think I have medium armor.
What's yours?
Yes, the chain shirt is medium armor and it is an armor class of 13 plus your dexterity modifier to a max of 2.
It's pretty good.
What's your dexterity
I
modifier?
am,
That'd be
but
better than what you have.
It'd be up in the.
I'm in hide.
I don't know.
Yeah,
that
mine's
that
0
would-
too.
I'm already at 16 armor class.
Just the same.
What's your dex
Whoa.
plus 3?
That's
So
huge.
you have the same thing. You already have one of those.
Yeah.
So that wouldn't be an improvement. Can you wear medium?
I can wear medium. My armor class is 14.
So that would. What's your dex?
My dex is 0. But I have hide, which is already nice. It's 12 armor class. So I don't know.
Yeah, that wouldn't be an improvement because you don't have a dex mod.
I don't know why my armor class
The
is 14.
studded armor was.
You probably have some natural
75?
armor trait.
Actually, it might. So I have
The studded leather armor was 45 gold.
studded
Oh, I have a
leather,
shield.
Why do I should get
That's
that?
13, and then I have the armored bonus, which is +1. Is that what that?
That's where you get
This
your
is-
plus 1.
Okay, so I already have it.
Well, you're wearing studded leather,
Mm-hmm.
so the chainmail would be an upgrade for you.
Would it?
That was
slow
like
down?
200 something.
Because the chainmail's 13 plus your dex,
To a max of 2, so it actually
so
would
it'd be a plus
it would take
1.
up to 15.
Do you want to? You should wear the leather armor. It's only 45
Can
gold.
wizards wear?
That's a great question.
Oh no.
I don't think wizards can wear
You
light
probably
armor.
just
Studded
thought-
leather armor is light armor, but I think if you wear any armor, you can't cast spells.
Yeah.
Wait,
Or
really?
something like that.
As a wizard.
My robes.
What about me?
I don't know.
How would I find that out?
You do have your
Should be under your
flower
proficiencies.
staff if you want to add that to the order. Yeah, if you're proficient in armor, you're fine. I don't think wizards are proficient in armor.
But do you?
I'm gonna say it's kind of nice to make flowers.
It has a lot of
Very nice. Well, could you trade your?
potential.
You already have a staff, right?
Yeah, the flower staff is not very useful as a weapon though. It just generates flowers.
Yeah, maybe not.
But I'm a druid, so I like that.
That's true.
I'm into it.
There's so much
How do I
story
find if I
potential.
wear armor?
Yeah.
I mean, he could gift like as we see people.
If we're in a village of hostile natives, then I could use it to charm a child. Yeah. Yeah.
Bring us all together.
Yeah.
Can I wear the leather stuff?
I believe so. Yeah.
That would give me 2 more armor, and it's only 45 gold.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's worth it.
Pretty great.
Yeah, you can definitely wear the armor.
So we want
Pretty
the
neat.
stones, which is 200, and then
I'm assuming we
the
can't do
studded
charisma
is
checks for every purchase.
45.
You've lost your opportunity for some charisma checking right now.
Okay.
Perhaps
So-
on another visit, another day.
So we buy the potion of, or the perfume of bewitching. Could I?
I actually have perfume already.
hilarious.
Came as my starting class.
Dan, do I need to add that
What are we adding?
2 to my armor class?
No, we'll get you the actual armor and it'll do everything.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, you'll add the item and it'll automatically do it.
Is that what we're settling on? We're doing the
Yeah, we can do that.
So 200.
Studded leather
Okay,
for
so
him.
how much is the studded leather?
45.
So we'll
So
still
we
have.
325 plus the 11 that I gave. So 336.
I got 13 too. And we can add to the pot.
Okay.
Add items.
Inventory, add items, studded leather armor, and then hit. I think it's wear. I think it's a tab to hit wear, and it should adjust everything.
And I think you can search
Still armor.
by common. You click the box that says common.
Okay. Plus 13
And
you
then
had.
type
Nathan?
in leather.
Armor?
Yeah, armor
You
is
had
fine
13.
too.
Yeah, 13.
And
Alright,
and
so
then
that
type
gives
in
us
the word
349 total gold. And we have spent the stones, which is
Leather.
200,
leather. That one. Yeah.
and we've bought the
Have that.
armor,
And then
which
go
is
to your
45.
equipment.
So we have 104 left.
I gotta go back.
Yeah. There you go. And then here.
How much was the rope?
200.
Should
Okay, so that's out of the question.
show up.
How much was the perfume
Yeah.
of bewitching?
It did.
The
Yeah, why don't you have any
perfume
equipment?
was... What you got? 50 gold.
Okay, so we did roll.
Oh, do
How
I
much
go
gold do
through
you
big
have
stuff?
You
104.
should have had
Because I really
starting
was
equipment.
trying to pull like a move of like
Yeah.
I hate
shatter
Mhm.
perfume.
With
And
100
then
gold,
say-
you could get the perfume of bewitching. You could get 2 potions of healing, 50 gold apiece.
Okay.
You could get the potion of climbing, giving you a climb speed.
No, we have a cat.
We do have a cat. There's the potion of water breathing for 100. There's the alchemist fire for 50 gold. You could get that and one of the other potions that are 50 gold. And then lastly, there's also another piece of studded leather armor. The +1 dagger is also 100 gold.
Should
Oh,
have
wow.
Now
certain
that
equipment
might
and
be
your
helpful
character.
for me.
What weapons do you want?
Yeah.
I will also
We'll do
say
last one.
You get two
I-
weapons of choice.
have an ability.
It's +1 to damage.
Well, before you do
To attack rolls and damage.
Yeah, you can start with studded leather.
Actually,
We don't need to buy the studded leather.
Okay.
He starts with studded
Oh, I
leather.
could have started with it?
He just didn't have it. He didn't do any starting equipment.
Whoa.
So you showed up to the last fight naked, buddy.
Whoops. So I
Kinda scary.
have.
So we have 149 left.
I would 150. You could.
Okay, we have 150 left.
What do we
What's up,
buy?
Eljo? Hold on.
Just ascending stones.
I have the ability of 2-weapon fighting,
Yes.
which I currently can't utilize because I only have 1 light weapon.
Yeah.
Oh.
So if I got the dagger, I would have 2 light weapons,
Ooh,
and then
plus
plus
1 dagger, too.
2-weapon fighting.
actually,
I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Like that.
What the heck is that?
So how
that's
about the dagger and 1
don't worry,
potion?
it's just a-
1 healing
it's a
potion?
weapon that.
Do we still have one?
I think I
Don't
went
worry
to
about it.
bring.
If you Google it.
I think you should
That's
still have
fine.
1
Yeah.
healing potion.
That seems like
Okay.
something like I
Think
would
And
Finn
I
have.
got my
have it?
berries.
Add starting
Yeah.
equipment?
Mhm.
Solely used.
So now you have all of those things in your
So I'll use
Well,
mine.
equipment
That's right.
that
I
you
think
should have
so.
started with, and
Okay.
then
Okay, so
go ahead
sending
and have you
stones.
wield this dagger.
150. Wait, no, I thought the dagger was 150.
Wield
The dagger's 100 gold.
studded
100,
leather.
okay.
Oh.
Nice.
The shield +1 is
There
100.
you go. So now that will
Okay.
update your
Um,
character.
Are you guys okay if we get a healing potion for
Yes.
50?
Please.
Does that sound good?
Aye.
Okay.
Alright, so 1 +1
And then
dagger.
You'll have. I guess you'll
Yeah.
probably have your
Yeah.
thing in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One dagger for Eljo.
And then 1 potion of healing.
Cool. Thank you.
And that's 150. What else were we buying then?
The sending stones.
The sending stone. Nice.
Yep.
Okay, sending
Yeah.
stone. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. Y'all can track that. Who's going to be the holders of the sending stones?
I definitely don't need one.
Do I just search for dagger or +1?
+1 dagger.
All
It should be. I
all
think
the
dagger
sending
+1.
stone.
Yeah, I think because me and Solo tend to stay in the back,
Mm-hmm.
so I could communicate and then three-way it that way.
Y'all can tell me what to do.
Yeah. And then,
One of the other two.
yeah, I was about to say, I don't know which one of you guys will hold the other one.
Maybe Joe, because I'm usually up front with, like, Finn, probably.
And we can hand them off if we ever split up.
Yeah.
Or anything.
Joe, are you okay to take a sending stone?
Yeah.
Cool.
I turn back into a person.
I won't be able to do this again until we long rest.
So climbing is right now. So Finn, you still have a health potion, and then who else wants? I will take the other health potion unless someone feels differently.
No objection.
Mm-hmm. And then how much money we have left?
-1.
I need to subtract. I need to subtract mine.
Do we
No.
use everything?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Good job.
Mm-hmm.
I still got 5 gold in my pocket. Just for some food later. If I'm feeling something.
Alright, after your shopping spree and I'm sure some form of guild provided breakfast, You all get yourselves back to the guild main hall with Orin Goldleaf, who greets you all after your shopping spree, seeing maybe a new dagger at your side, and wouldn't necessarily see the sending stones or the potions, but so he just kind of looks over. I trust that you maybe equipped up a little bit?
Look, boss, I got a rock.
Oh, that's a good rock.
Yeah. It's a rock. It's got a little thing on it. It's really pretty.
Try not to use them too close together. The feedback hurts.
I immediately feel the urge to find the other sending stone and put them together.
He kind of slides over some mission reports and maps and stuff that he had in front of him, but he pulls up one slip. I do have a new job. I think you all are a good fit for it. It'll be a bit of travel, just a half a day to the east of here. We'll be heading into Blackstone. And as soon as he says Blackstone, you would know this to be a dwarven settlement over to the east. It's in the mountains. And so as he says that, he then kind of looks down, adjusts some glasses that he has been wearing as he's been doing some of this work. Something nasty has crawled into their tunnels, something big, ugly, and hungry. The mayor, Kristrid Splitanvil, is paying 500 gold to any group who can get rid of that creature. That is your job. Your last mission went well enough, so let's see if you can handle something meaner, maybe. No need for politics or negotiations. Just get in, take care of the beast, and get out. The quicker and the better. Any questions? Let's talk about this.
What's this beast?
Reports have described large gashes in the cave walls, scrapes almost, but a single line, something with one massive claw. That is all I have.
Or perhaps a
rhino.
Oh.
Could be a horn.
We need a witcher.
Have there been any fatalities?
A couple of miners did. Those who work,
Fatality.
a couple who work the gems and the stones and are of age to do so.
Poor children.
Your emphasis makes me suspicious.
I don't want you to think some children have died. Some miners have died.
Oh, I see.
Do
Yes.
dwarven children have beards?
Does
Soul patches.
a bear get healed in a cave?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes!
Sometimes.
Right.
From earlier!
Yeah.
Right.
That was a bear?
Brown bear.
The creature, by the way, it makes some clicking noises. That has been reported as well.
What's a bat?
Is this enough evidence for me to be able to?
Sounds like it might be a clicker
Maybe.
from the
Let
last
me
of us.
do a check.
Yeah, you can go ahead and do an Arcana check, and actually, Joe, go ahead and make a nature check as well.
It's
But I was in the middle of
echolocation.
making clicker noises
Echo-
from The Last of Us.
It's blind.
Sounds like that.
It's probably
And
blind.
to be kind, Joffrey is still on the table too.
Ooh, that
The king?
is a 1. Where is Arcana?
I rolled a 14. Is that good enough?
Okay, maybe.
Oh, Joffrey's the
8.
the big
Okay,
dice.
the collective together, you two will be able to piece this together. And so
Oh.
we'll start with Joe, who Eljo kind of pieces together one singular claw and clicking noises. Seems insectoid of some form. And then as you're kind of thinking that aloud, that it's large and it's kind of like an insect. Possibly has like a really hard shell as well, and he's kind of giving that description as he's trying to think through this logically from what he knows about nature. Then Teddy is able to then ascribe that to an otherworldly creature known as a hook horror. And a hook horror, they exist in what is called the Underdark, which is like the caves of the world underneath this level of the world. And so it's strange and unlike them to be up this high and to be up hunting and killing people. And so it's no wonder that these people want it gone.
We got ourselves a hook horror on our hands.
Whoa, don't say that too fast.
Hook horror. Hook horror.
Sometimes in the farmland, 12 of them will get together and
Oh.
give their weight on how they think a judgment should be procured. The rural juror, hook horror.
For a juror.
Listen, I struggle with my R's.
It's
too much for me.
Meanwhile, in Australia,
Shout out Australia.
Ayo.
Do we know what their weaknesses are?
I think identifying it as it is like the extent of what y'all can do at this stage.
Is there a scientist in town we could talk to?
Or maybe a druid or something?
Orin
Or
would
a
be
library?
Orin would be your best bet for that at this stage.
Oi, Orn!
Orn!
He's right here talking to you about it.
Orin!
As you all are saying. Thank you, Stephen. You sent a picture of one. I was just about to do the same. I'm gonna do one and two.
It was like a turtle.
Oh my
Whoa.
stars. What in the...
Turtle?
Yeah, imagine.
Oh, yeah, I've seen these before.
Imagine 12 of those as your peers. Or, is there 11 or 12 on a jury? Why am I thinking? 12.
A jury of your
12
peers
angry
is 12
It's 12.
angry
I don't know
men.
why I kept thinking it was
Yes.
11. Yeah, imagine 12 of those trying to figure out if you're guilty.
They'll never know my rule of crimes.
What is the jury's verdict? What does that mean?
Sounds inconclusive.
Any other questions?
No.
No, no one from the guild has run into one of these before, but if you gather information of them for the betterment of our knowledge, I would be willing to reward you for that information so that we could update our archives.
We accept.
Indeed. And I hand him a flower.
Enough of these. You just keep like tucking them into pockets. This conversation's gone. Great. Well then, our journey will continue next time with our half-day travel to get over to Blackstone. You can get oriented in Blackstone, meet their mayor, and then head off into their caves to then figure out the source of this death and to locate this horror and figure out how to get rid of it. That will be it for session 3 of this campaign.
That's all.
Horror.